Alright guys, my name's Dustin Dennis. It's October 19th, 2020. I'm sitting here on a body of water with my 2019 Falcon 205, tournament loaded. I got half a tank of gas. I got a 250 SHO. I don't have my partner's gear with me, but I added some stuff in the back and I put an extra prop in to play around and show you guys, and I got my sidekick Tanner. Tanner's with me. How you doing, puppy? She loves to ride. Stay there. But we're going to go over some ways on how I'm getting the top end performance and the hole shots I'm getting with my Falcon 205. I'm going to show you what I do with my jack plate. Hopefully the GoPro will show it and everything, and maybe it'll help you guys. Yes, I know there's a lot of questions about the Mercury Pro XS 4 strokes. I've never ran one, but I know a couple guys who are seeing mid 70, 75 to 77. They claim they're running 24 pitch props. I know Brian Latimer has ran both a Yamaha and a Merc, and he's saying he's seeing a little better performance out of the Mercury. My experience is I'm still blowing him out of the water on top end and hole shot with my Yamaha, and I know weight distribution has a lot to do with it, and I'm sure he's running more than me. But do I feel one is better than the other? Right now I'm gonna say I think a Yamaha is performing better with the Falcon over a Merc, but I played around with 9 different props and have spent a lot of time behind the wheel to get where I'm at. So I don't want to say that the Mercury is any horrible motor by any means. This is just on the Falcon and a 205 setup. This is what I'm able to come to conclusions with. These Falcons are very finicky with weight. I've learned that 15 pounds from the front of the boat to the back of the boat makes a tremendous difference. The Falcon is very wide and flat in the back, but if you look at the hull and step back and look at it on a trailer, the front is a big bowl. So you got a lot of lift you need to get out for your top end, but in the hole shot, you should have a good hole shot if you got a lot of weight in the front. What I do is, because of where I run, I transfer my weight whether I want a hole shot or a top end performance, but now I have found 3 props that have worked phenomenal, and I don't have to adjust my weight at all. And right now I'm running a 25 PowerTech VHS. It is a Yamaha prop. You can get a hub kit, a Mercury hub kit to put in a Mercury. And my hole shot is very impressive, and I'm pushing 77 to 79 in the summer, and I'll probably see 80, 81 in the winter. Right now the water temp's 60 degrees, the air temp's 59, and I'm in West Virginia. I'm gonna put this on and we're gonna see some stuff here. Alright, hopefully you guys can see this. We're moving here. I keep my jack plate sitting. I don't know if you can see that. I keep it all the way down as a 3. I keep it all the way down, and we'll see what happens with a half a tank of gas and trimmed all the way down. You can watch this hole shot here, and if you can see the speed, you should be able to see the speed. But watch what happens here when you're on 3, trim down, and you run it. Right there, I'm on plane, 20 mile an hour in about 2 seconds. I'm lifting my nose up. You never want a rooster tail. Lifting the nose up. Now, I got the trim up. I'm already at 64. The motor, now I'm gonna bring my jack plate up and bring that up. And we're rolling, 71, 73. Gonna bring that up a little. straight shot. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you how fast of a hole shot I get running 10. So here's 10, which is halfway. It maxes out at 20, and that's right at 3.5 inches above. So we're gonna trim all the way down. Gonna get a hole shot. Now let's watch this hole shot. We got a straight stretch here. And what I'm doing to get my top in is I'm raising this up in my trim and I'm adjusting, watching my RPMs here. You're gonna see a drop when you first adjust and then it'll climb. You gotta give it a little bit. Let's see here with sis sitting at 10. I'm gonna go ahead and trim up the gauge, see the water, hear the motor, look back, no rooster tail. Now I'm gonna bring my jack plate up. Doing good. See, I'm all the way up, right at my RPMs. That's crucial right there. Already at 76. I'm gonna raise this up. At the maximum RPMs with the biggest prop you can get, and also making sure you got no rooster tail. Now here's what happens when you raise your jack plate up. See, I can take it all the way to 20, but I don't get the performance. So I'm gonna drop it back down to 15 here and watch my hole shot at 15 all the way down. Here we go. Like a bullet, but you're not going to accelerate as fast. That's the only downfall. Keep your rooster tail down, lift the front up, and we're off. See, I need to bring that down. Anytime you have a rooster tail higher than the top of your motor, you're wasting energy and your motor's slipping. That's with a 25 VHX. I'm going to go in and I'm going to put a 26 pitch prop on, which is a T2 you can get a hub system with, and I'll show you. But you can see how fast we get on plane and the different hole shots. I had 15-foot talons on this and it would take about another 1.5 seconds to get out, but I'm hitting 25, 30 mile an hour in about 2.5 seconds in this thing with a hole shot. So weight distribution, balance, I filled the live wells up and everything. Half a tank of gas. Playing with props is tremendous. You want to run the biggest prop you can spin at the highest RPMs to be in your power range that your motor can handle to get your maximum top end. But you also want a good hole shot. You need to also be able to have a fast hole shot with a certain prop. My props are all a T1 style clone. They have a lot of cupping, which gives you lift, which gives you top end, but the blades are thinned, which will give you a faster acceleration in the hole shot. These have 3 PVS, which is performance vent system holes in them, about the size of a quarter. All 3 are out. That gives me a little bit faster hole shot without blowing out, where when I had them in, I'm a little more sluggish. But as you can tell, I'm not having any issues in this Yamaha.